Hey guys, what's up? Righteous Gains here. I got another weekly update for you guys, and I believe I'm actually gonna get this one out on time. As always, I'm actually not leaving the gym. I'm about to go to the gym. The lighting is a bit better right now, being winter and all. So, let's see here. Okay, let's go. So, as I back out here, I gotta drive over a mountain of snow I just pushed out of my truck bed. Right now, as of this morning, I weighed myself and I was 203.2 pounds. And then my body fat was 14.9% and my muscle was 48.7%. So those are my stats as of this morning when I weighed myself, which is good. That's awesome. I believe last week I was 206, right? Then 2 weeks ago I was 204, and then like last week it went up to 206. Might have just been some water weight fluctuation, had some more salt, so I was holding more water, something like that. But regardless, I decided this week to drop my calories, drop 300 calories off of my diet. So now instead of about 25, I'm about 2,200. And so it looks like it worked. I am now going in the right direction again, which is awesome. So yeah, that's my weight. And then as far as body fat, I think last week I was 15.3 is what it said. Muscle percentage was the same, I believe, when I looked in my MyFitnessPal app. So yeah, those are my stats. Waiting for this light to change. Not much else to tell besides that. I will say that this week, it's also good to see that last week because I was a little bit worried because I honestly haven't been able to get like my walking in. These last 3 days have kind of not been great to me in the morning. I had to stay up late Sunday and Monday night working on a school project I had to program, and yeah, so I was late both of those nights, so I got up late and I didn't want to push my work back any farther by, going for a walk on my treadmill in the morning. So I said, I'm just going to start into work. I'm not going to be able to get my walk in today. I did walk today in the afternoon though, so I did get my walk in today. But anyway, regardless, like I said, it's good to see that I lost weight despite the fact that I'm not doing very good on my walking this week. But that just goes to show how much more important the calories are than your exercise, okay? When it comes to losing weight, that's how it's always gonna be. If you guys do the math, like a Reese's candy bar, so like the two regular size cups, just the regular one, not like the king size or any of those other Reese's variations that they have, which I'm sure have more calories now. Just the normal 2 peanut butter cup Reese's candy bar. Lady, you are way out in the middle of that intersection. You gotta back up. Just those two is like 200 or 220 calories. I believe it's 220. And to burn off 220 calories, you're probably gonna have to walk or run like maybe 3 miles or something crazy like that. Yeah, you gotta do a good amount of exercising to burn off just even that amount of calories. And most people don't have the time to even walk that long unless you're just kind of walking and on your feet all day anyway for work. You're probably gonna not hit that goal. So yeah, if you just avoid eating things and controlling your calories, you're gonna be able to lose weight a lot more easier and a lot faster and a lot less painfully, so I mean, maybe if you really have a hard time dropping your calories, it might be worth it to try to do more exercise. I try to do a combination of both. That's why I started my weight loss for this next 2 month stint, with just adding some cardio, just a mile in the morning every day. Because yeah, honestly, I hate dropping calories. I feel like I have much more, it fatigues me mentally much more to avoid eating food than to walk a little bit. That being said, I wasn't walking really at all before. Now, when on some of my previous cuts, I've done like, I've done like, you know, 5 miles a day. I was doing like 5 miles a day. And remember, I have an office job, so I was just sitting around all day and I had to get like 5 miles on a treadmill every day. And that was taking a toll physically. So there is a point where, yes, even for someone like me who maybe prefers to do more walking, I think a lot of people prefer to do walking than drop the food. People love their food. But I'm telling you, you can lose fat, you can lose weight quicker if you just like drop your calories, and it'll be easier. Yeah, maybe it will be a little harder because a lot of people think a lot of people like the positive feedback that you get from doing the exercise. Oh, like I feel good, I ran today, right? You don't get as much positive feedback from just avoiding eating food. You're just sad, you know? So I think that's why a lot of people have an issue doing diets versus just trying to run it off, where you're never gonna run it off. So yeah, you could quote unquote run it off if you're still controlling your calories and you're just doing maintenance calories, and then you're like walking a good amount every day. You could technically walk it off, right? But you still got to control your calories. You can't just eat whatever you want and try to run it off. You could have a controlled like maintenance diet, so you're not cutting calories, you're just eating what you need for the day, nothing more, nothing less, and then you're walking, right? Because that would get you into a calorie deficit. Anyway, that was a bit of a spill. What else do I want to say? I don't think I got any PRs to talk about. I am really liking, though, this push-pull leg split that I'm doing. I feel like I'm pushing the muscles that I want to exercise like harder and more to, like, you know, I'm feeling more sore in the following days, but I also feel like I'm giving it a good amount of time to recover before I hit that muscle again. Which versus my last workout setup where I was doing like upper and then the next day arms and then the next day legs, you know, even though technically I'm waiting 2 days to do upper again, I'm doing on my arm day, you know, a lot of exercise. I'm working on my arms, and my arms are involved in my upper body movements, right? When I was doing push-ups or pull-ups or dips or you know, bench press or what have you, you know. When I go to do arms, I'm doing like my triceps and my biceps and whatever. You know, those are involved in those movements. So, you know, they can sometimes, you may not be letting those muscles rest enough. Now that being said, biceps, people always talk about how it's like, oh, you can do biceps like a lot of frequency because they're smaller muscles and whatnot. Man, I gotta maybe look at a different gym, man. This place is always just way too packed. Way too packed. Remember to the good old days when nobody wanted to exercise, huh? I'm just gonna park here. I've seen everyone park here, so I'm just gonna park here. It's not an actual parking spot, but I'm still gonna park here. Okay. All right, guys. Yeah, I think that's everything I have to share with you. So let's get on to the message, right? I actually got a scripture ready. I'm just trying to do better at that. So, ooh, someone called me? No, it's spam. Okay. So, for my scripture for the day, this is going to be a Doctrine and Covenants, chapter 35, verses 9 through 11. Very good one here. Okay, so it says here, and whoso shall ask it in my name in faith, they shall cast out devils, they shall heal the sick, they shall cause the blind to receive their sight, and the deaf to hear, and the dumb to speak, and the lame to walk. And the time speedily cometh that great things are to be shown forth unto the children of men. But without faith there shall not anything be shown forth, except desolations upon Babylon, the same which has made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. Okay, we'll leave it there. The only thing I'll say is faith is super important, guys. All right, that's all I got for you guys. Thanks for watching, and hope this is inspiring you guys. I know it's keeping me on track. I'm making good progress, and I hope this you guys can keep working on your own fitness journeys and reach your goals as well. Thanks for watching. Bye.